Hey guys, what's up? So I'm leaving Miami today. It's been an amazing experience, like everything in total, every like awesome people that I've met and everything. So I'm heading out of Miami. I'm going to Fort Lauderdale today just to kind of go through it. Maybe Delray Beach. I've heard some cool things about Delray Beach as well. So maybe do Fort Lauderdale and Delray. As you can see, I've got my backpack here. I've got my shortboard. I've got some leftovers for food. And we're gonna keep it nice and spontaneous. I don't know where we're gonna sleep today, but we're gonna have a very cool adventure. I don't know, back to van life thing, you know? Let's go, let's van life. So I have arrived to Fort Lauderdale. Check this out. This is the beautiful beach here alongside that I'm driving. I'm driving pretty much Ocean Drive. I apologize for the truck here next to me. That's not the most pleasant view. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Here you got the beach over there. Look at that. That's postcard perfect. Postcard perfect. Beautiful. Freeze frame. Fort Lauderdale. So that's the Ritz-Carlton over there. And we're in an area called Sebastian. From Fort Lauderdale, you really associate these things. They're all over the beach, all the way down the beach. The beach is beautiful, by the way. There's our Sebastian, and also these are like little pillars that go all the way down. Check out that beach, man. Essentially, it's the same piece of beach that's down in Miami, but this thing just looks cleaner and more, you know, more family oriented, I guess. So evidently, there's a boating show going on. That's why everybody's, you know, pretty fancy and snazzed up and trying to, you know, showcase their best image. I'm crossing the bridge right now, heading from the beach down Las Olas to pretty much like downtown, more, you know, central Fort Lauderdale. I guess that's where the young people go, so we'll check that out. But here you got a view of the bay, which is pretty sweet. Discovered some fish. They're pretty tiny, but this whole time in this whole time in Fort Lauderdale, you get into these canal scenes, which are really awesome. They're really wide, and you know, boating must be a really good pleasure here. And these mansions, obviously, everywhere. You've got a mansion on that side as well that has a pretty cool spiral staircase and stuff. Look at that beautiful canal. Look at those boats. People living the good life. Right, so I think we're getting closer and closer to the heart of Fort Lauderdale. What gives me that impression is everywhere that you look, you're starting to get little shops, you know, you've got little places to eat, little eateries, gelato places, cafes, you know. And over here, we're slowly approaching downtown because we have the high-risers in the background. So I'll try to make it to downtown to show you guys what that looks like. But yeah, so far so good. Entering the middle of Fort Lauderdale, skating once again. Downtown Fort Lauderdale. That's what we're checking out. Fort Lauderdale downtown. Bank of America, high rises. This guy is trying to literally physically get to the edge of glory. He's a little iguana. I don't want to get underneath him because I'll scare him and then he'll fall on top of me. But look at him, he's literally right there. Look at you, guys. Oh, he's eating the little berries. Oh, so that's what they eat, those little berries. Iguana. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, so I just had a really scary situation happen. I just went to Delray, and the thing is, like, I don't know the height of my vehicle. I don't know the clearance. So I got into one of these parking garages because I read online in Delray, you can get free parking until 4 p.m., like it says here. You know, parking is free before 4 p.m. daily and all day on Sundays. So I was like, dude, yeah, free parking, of course. So I went into another garage and they had the clearance 7 foot. And I was like, well, I don't know. I kind of drove not underneath the little dangly thing. I drove around it because I was like, well, maybe I'll find a spot, you know, before I get to anything scary. But then there was a cross member that I like didn't see. So I got up this little ramp and I took a right, and basically I smushed my roof. But I did it very slowly and delicately, so I didn't crack anything, and hopefully I have no, you know, water leaks. But I did scratch a little bit of my top, like window, the curved windows, which is terrible. But so that was the, you know, most terrible way of finding out what clearance is your car. It's definitely above 7 foot. Okay, so anytime I see that from now on, I'm not doing 7 foot. I can do 8 foot, I can't do 7 foot. But yeah, I don't know, traumatic, a little bit traumatic, because I thought to myself, oh God, I just destroyed my roof, dude. I just cracked it, it's gonna start leaking. But you know, Jesus, we're still in Florida, you have these monsoon rains coming. Oh, but anyway, it's okay, it's not the end of the world. So I'm gonna go to the beach, check it out, take my short board and kind of enjoy myself at the beach a little bit, and then check out Delray downtown. So we'll see. All right, peace. Okay, this is officially the biggest Christmas tree and I've seen for a good while. This is like the type of Christmas trees that they have in New York, man. Like, Jesus Christ, look at that. Magnificent. So this is Atlantic Avenue in Delray, pretty much. We just crossed some train tracks as well, which was interesting to have train tracks in the middle of one of your most public streets. Let's take a look around. I'll show you guys maybe this side as well, where I just came from. Da 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 da. And we're going to the beach. So that way's the beach, but we're crossing the bridge here in Delray. I just kind of wanted to show you guys how this thing compares to Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale is a little bit nicer, but it's hard to compare because you have obviously Pompano in between, which is a little bit dangerous. It's not too great. And Delray is still pretty beautiful in its own regard. Delray Beach, we have arrived, walking onto the beach. So this is a first impression, what we have all the way here. Looks pretty cool. Looks like you've got a lot of beach chairs. Look at that down there. La la la. Water! So I've never experienced this, having to wait for the bridge to close so we can pass and I can continue on my journey here with my shortboard. Boom! Look at that bridge closing. Oh wow, it's fun. One part goes down first. That makes sense because one part locks into the other. You got those things on the side right there. I think they hook up into each other. Cool. Never saw that before. Solid. Skating. So I'll fill you guys in on my nightly news. I just saw an awesome band that was covering, you know, like Red Hot Chili Peppers and various different artists, right? But I come out here, I walk down the dock, and I look into the water. Look at all these fish, man. Like, these things are huge. Some of these guys are giants. Like, it would take me, you know, a small little fishing rod to throw in and catch one of these giants and have them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's crazy. It's crazy how they congregate probably towards the light. So the light is the thing that attracts all these fish. And you probably can't see me, but that's okay because this is pretty chilled. Like, you know, I just spent $100 on a night out, which according to van life is pretty intense. But you know, sometimes you have to take a break. Sometimes it's worth breaking, and today is one of those days. If you guys are interested about that topic, you should check out my podcast called Breaking, where I talk about breaking a little bit more in depth. And yeah, that's so much for me. So thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate it. Peace. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. That's it for me this week. Stay tuned for next episode where we'll have something pretty interesting lined up. I just don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Don't you just hate that when people spoil surprises? Anyway,